Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown Analysis for Thursday, the 16th of November 2023. We'll be breaking down chart on through the exact zones where price will close for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Wednesday, so honestly so far the analysis have been playing out really well. I mean, some of you guys who follows on a daily basis, you know that I've been predicting the weekly candles forming before even the weekly candle starts. We've been predicting the daily candles forming as well, the support, a potential resistance, a rejection to the upside, and everything has been explained into details on each breakdown analysis provided on this channel. Now looking at the daily, for example, we've anticipated since the last weekly candle closed bearish. The anticipation we've had for this weekly candle is to pull back, form a top wick, break the low and continue bearish. And when we have clean traffic on the left to correct this whole bullish move we've had from last month. Now the anticipation we've had is to see a daily candle for Monday closing bullish, a retest of this daily resistance, and then a potential resistance to be formed either on the daily or the 4-hour time frame with the rejection to the upside. So far, the daily candle for Wednesday will be closing, I'd say, bearish, but forming a rejection to the upside. So this is actually a good confirmation for price to retrace and break this low. And as we can see, everything's been playing out to the T. And I mean, here's the thing. So the anticipation we've had based on weekly is to see the weekly candle breaking this low to continue bearish. Now, the only problem we have is we only have the Thursday and the Friday daily candle for this weekly candle to close. So in order to see this weekly candle to break its own low, we need to see a strong daily candle for Thursday to close bearish, and then the Friday daily candle will follow. The other scenario that I actually can visualize here is maybe we can see a daily candle, or let's say price might not break below this daily support, but maybe we get a daily candle closing bearish within this range, and that would look like a weekly candle closing weak bullish with a rejection to the upside, and then the following weekly candle will break this low and continue bearish. So it's like a little breather before price breaking down. So now to break down the chart and looking at the daily will be closing bearish, forming daily resistance around 1960 to 900 with a rejection to the upside. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see here is we have the most recent 4-hour support formed around 1944 300. The most recent 4-hour resistance formed around 1974 500. Drop it down to the hourly time frame, and now on the hourly we have a new range. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a line to where the hourly support formed around 1957 500. The most recent 1-hour resistance formed around 1963 700. Drop it down to the 5-minute time frame, we have a same level of support and a resistance. And then we're looking on the 50-minute time frame, we have a same level of support and resistance as well. I know we do have this 50-minute resistance, but based on the 30-minute, the hourly, the 4-hour, I'm not really concerned about this 15-minute resistance at this level. So now to identify the no trade zone, and I'd say potential buys, what we need to do is wait for price to break and close above 1963 700, above this hourly range. And for potential sells, ideally is to wait for price to break and close below 1957 500, below this hourly 15-30-minute hourly range as well. And this is going to be the no trade zone. And now to look for potential buys. Now going back to the daily. So since the daily will be closing bearish with the rejection to the, I know this is a weak daily bearish forming, but we have a rejection. So this is one of the confirmations that price telling us we might see a rejection to the upside. So the first thing we can see is we have this daily rejection formed on Wednesday around 1975 200. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, and actually just to quickly to mention, this rejection came from the New York session open at the when we've had the news for the core PPI, core retail sales, Empire State Manufacturing Index, PPI, and retail sales. So this is where the 4-hour, this is where the hourly failed to continue bullish, retraced, and obviously trending bearish. Now to look for potential buys. So looking at the first thing we can see is we have this daily support formed on the left around 1972 600. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour resistance around 1973 200. Drop it down to the hourly time frame. Now we have an hourly resistance, but we need to pay attention to what we have on the left, because price might not just, retest this 4-hour resistance straight away, knowing we have a rejection forming on a daily. Now we need to pay attention to this previous 1-hour support. So now what we can see on the left is we have this hourly support formed around 1970. That's 1977. Drop it down to the 5-minute time frame. Clean traffic on the left, but still we have this range on the left, and then still the same thing on the 50-minute time frame. So I'd say the first target for buys could potentially be 1967, targeting this previous 1-hour support. The second target for buys, now we have this solid 4-hour resistance formed around 1972 and 900, which that could be our potential second target for buys. And now to look for potential sells, and going back to the daily. Let's have a look on weekly. So the weekly, the daily. So the first thing I can see, clean traffic on the left. So Monday, Tuesday, clean traffic. But I can see this daily support around 1950, which is a strong key level on the high time frame. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, we have, again, clean traffic on the left. Dropping down to the hourly, clean traffic on the left, 5-minute, and the 50-minute time frame, same thing. So what we're going to do here is we have this 15-minute support on the left. That's around 1953 to 100. Maybe the first target for sells, and I know this is a small target, so the first target for sells could potentially be a 1953 to 100, targeting the 50-minute support formed at this level. The second target for sells, now we do have, let's have a look, we do have this 4-hour previous resistance around 1946, 700. Drop it down to the hourly, we have a top range of this hourly range around 1948, 200. Looking at the 5-minute range, a 5-minute time frame as well, that's the same level as well. So I'd say the second target for sells could potentially be 1948 to 100, targeting the previous 1-hour resistance formed on the left.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.